What are you running from? Carl Jung. Welcome. Today, we're exploring a statement by Carl Jung. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid facing their own souls. What did Jung mean by this? Why do we go to such great lengths to avoid confronting ourselves? And more importantly, how can we break free from this cycle? Carl Jung spent much of his life exploring the depths of the human psyche. He believed that true self-understanding required facing the darkest parts of ourselves, the parts we often choose to ignore. But why would anyone avoid understanding themselves? Isn't self-awareness a path to growth and fulfillment? Let's think about it. Have you ever noticed how people distract themselves? Endless scrolling on social media, binge-watching TV shows, constant busyness. These are just a few examples. On the surface, these activities seem harmless, even enjoyable. But Jung suggests that these behaviors often serve a deeper purpose, avoiding the uncomfortable task of facing our own souls. Why is it so hard to face ourselves? The answer lies in fear. Fear of what we might discover. Fear of our flaws, our insecurities, our unresolved traumas. It's easier to distract ourselves than to sit in silence and reflect. We fear the darkness within, and so we run from it. But Jung warns us that this avoidance comes at a cost. Imagine living in a house where certain rooms are always locked, filled with things you've shoved inside and forgotten. Over time, the house becomes a maze of closed doors. You live in only a small part of it, never venturing into the unknown spaces. This is what happens when we avoid facing our own souls. We limit ourselves, confining our lives to a small, safe corner, while the rest of our potential remains hidden behind locked doors. But what if we dared to open those doors? What if we faced the uncomfortable truths about ourselves? Jung believed that doing so is the key to true self-awareness and personal growth. By confronting our inner darkness, we can integrate it into our lives, becoming more whole and authentic. So how can we stop avoiding ourselves and start facing our souls? Embrace reflection. Set aside time each day for quiet reflection. This might be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. Allow your thoughts and feelings to surface without judgment. What are you avoiding? What fears or insecurities come up? Acknowledge them and explore them with curiosity rather than fear. Seek solitude. In our hyper-connected world, solitude is rare. But it is in solitude that we can truly connect with ourselves. Take time away from distractions. No phones, no screens, no noise. Spend time alone in nature or in a quiet room. Listen to the thoughts that arise. What is your soul trying to tell you? Confront your fears. What are the parts of yourself you're most afraid to face? Is it a past mistake, a deep insecurity, or a hidden desire? Whatever it is, bring it into the light. Talk about it with a trusted friend, write about it, or seek professional guidance. The act of acknowledging and confronting your fears is the first step toward healing and growth. In conclusion, Carl Jung's statement challenges us to reflect on our lives. Are we avoiding the depths of ourselves out of fear? If so, what are we missing out on? By embracing reflection, seeking solitude, confronting our fears, cultivating self-compassion, and living authentically, we can break free from the absurd distractions and finally face our own souls. Thank you for joining me. If you found this discussion insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Until next time, remember, the path to self-awareness begins by facing what lies within.